What's up, guys? Today I want to talk about why it should not be easy to be with you. Being with you should not be something that every woman can just come through and just accomplish. As a man, you should be difficult to obtain. I'm going to explain why. Have you ever sat back and wondered what a man gives up in a relationship? The type of responsibility he now has when he actually chooses someone? I'm not talking about a one night stand or a fling or friends with benefits. I'm talking about when he truly chooses to take on a woman as his responsibility. When a man truly chooses someone, he gives up his space, he gives up his freedom, and you could look at it in a negative way if you want. If you're one of those women that you're going to listen to this video and you're going to be like, oh, but you get this, but you get that, you got to continue to listen. A man gives up his freedom of choice. Oftentimes, he gives up his peace of mind. He gives up the ability to move through the world as he sees fit, change his mind, switch careers. He takes on a whole new responsibility when he chooses a woman, especially if that comes with a family. I want to talk about what it means for a woman. For a woman, she gets peace of mind, she gets closure, she gains the ability to relax. She finally has the man that she wants. She doesn't have to go through all the anxiety, depression, the lonely nights. She finally has a companion, somebody to hold her, somebody to take care of her. She finally has somebody who, if her retirement plan fails, it's his responsibility to make sure that she's taken care of. She finally has the ability to not solely depend on the workforce for her survival. She's got a man, she's got a provider and a protector. Now, obviously, this is contingent upon the type of man that you are or the type of man that she gets, but that's up to her. The man that a woman chooses should be a provider, a protector, a balanced man, a man of emotional maturity and substance. That's what a man's supposed to be: emotional intelligence, a decision maker, a leader. That's who he's supposed to be. So if you're already in this video talking about, oh, but the man gets this and the man gets that, and not all men are this way and that way, well, that's on you. You're choosing the wrong person. If you choose the right man, a woman gets a gift. I want to talk about a few rules that a man must have for himself if he wants to be the right man. You must maintain physical fitness. You must maintain a dominant outlook towards the world. You should see the world as something that you can bend to your will. It doesn't matter if you can or not. The point is, you should see it that way. It goes into seeing the world as your oyster, something that you can bend and manipulate to your will, something that you can use to create the perfect reality for yourself and your family. That's the mindset it takes. A man should have his nutrition in check, his finances in check. He should have every part of his life considered. He should have a retirement plan. He should have everything in balance. That's the type of man I'm talking about, not the type of man you're thinking about. Now, I want to talk about a few rules that you should have for her. And the only way you can have these rules for her if you have rules for yourself. You don't get to put rules on a woman if you yourself don't have rules and you yourself don't take responsibility for the woman that you have in your life. Here's a few rules you should have for her. And these are the obvious ones. There should be no girls' trips. That's something that she should be able to give up if she wants to be with you. If you're going to assume responsibility of this person, if you're taking on the responsibility of completely taking care of this woman, and that doesn't mean you're taking care of 100% of things. It could just mean that you're taking care of 70% of things. You still offer her a great opportunity. There should be no girls' trips. There should be no girls' nights at the club. That's not something that comes with a long-term relationship when you truly choose each other. And I'm not saying that she can't go to lunch or she can't go to dinner with her girls. I'm just saying that the girls' trips, the seeking attention from other men, the seeking other men's validation, the trying to put on cute outfits to get attention, that should all be done. When you consider all the sacrifices you make as a man, she should be able to make a few on her end. If she's unwilling to do that, she's telling you that you're not worth it or your value's not high enough. She doesn't see you as the type of man that she would sacrifice those things for. And then you need to walk away. Or hopefully she will. There's more, but I want to move on. I don't want to make this video too long. You should always be willing to lose her over self-respect. Self-respect is all you have as a man. The way we receive love is through respect. A lot of men don't know this, but you don't need a woman to love you. You don't even care if she does. You don't. What you really want and what you really need and what you're really looking for is for your woman to respect you. That's how we receive love. We don't receive love through words of affirmations or any of that. We receive love through knowing and truly knowing that our woman respects the man that we are. And obviously, in order to do that, in order to truly believe that, You got to live a life that's respectable. Always be willing to lose her over your self-respect. The moment she disrespects you in ways that you can't see her coming back from, that's the moment that you got to move on. And I say in ways that you can't see her coming back from because it's different for every man. Some men will move on over a small thing, some men it takes a lot more. But based on your temperament, you always have to be willing to lose her at some point over a certain amount of disrespect, or you're just going to become a punching bag. It's natural. If you give an inch, a lot of times women will take a mile. If you have a really good woman, she might not take too much, but if you have a really bad one, she might take everything. You're going to have to stand on that, by the way. You're going to have to stand on it at some point. If you're going to tell yourself, I'm willing to walk away, it's going to get tested. She's going to have to see that you truly are willing to walk away. You can't just say that and act tough, and that's not truly who you are. You got to be willing and able to truly love a woman and still tell her, listen, I love you, you're everything to me, but I'm not willing to take this and I got to move on. I'll always love you, you'll always be everything to me, but over my self-respect, I have to go because I have to choose me over everything else. She also has to know that when she walks away or when you walk away, you're still going to move on and do what you need to do. You're still going to go to work the next day. Even if you cry, even if you shed tears, even if you can't eat, you got to get back up. Take a couple of days to collect yourself, but you got to be able to get back up. And she has to know that. It's a part of the respect thing. She's going to respect that. She needs to know that the day she walks away, your schedule stays the same. She needs to know that the day she walks away, your calendar is still there. You're still going to go to the gym. You're still going to eat properly. You're still going to go to work. You're still going to go fight for that promotion. She needs to know that no matter what she does, you're going to push forward and you're going to become better. And that's not to spy her. That's not to be disrespectful. It's not to show her anything. It's just who you are. You got to be the type of person that no matter what's happening, the plan you set for yourself, it has to continue because you don't have a choice. Because who's coming to save you? If she moves on, she's going to find another man equal or better than you. But who's coming to save you, though? You're by yourself. You're all you have on this planet. So you got to get it done. You have no choice. As soon as you decide you're not getting it done, the game's over. You're done. You might as well just fold. She also needs to know that you'll never check for her. So when she moves on, you'll never check her Facebook. You'll never text her again. You'll never see how she's doing. If you're truly moving on and you guys don't have the type of love or the type of friendship to where you're going to truly maintain that and keep some form of communication that's agreed upon prior, she needs to know that if she ends it in a certain manner, you will truly be gone. There will be no coming back. And you won't miss it. You won't care for it. You might think about it for a little bit, but out of self-love, she's got to know that you are done and you cut it off completely. She needs to know that if she leaves, that's a possibility. And again, when I say these things, it's not to be disrespectful, it's not to spite anybody. It's just the mindset that a dominant man who wants to dominate this planet has to have. You don't have room to be soft. You have moments to be soft, but you don't have room to maintain being soft for long periods of time. You got to have your little moment, have your emotional outburst, whatever it is. Well, not outburst, but have your little emotional downtime, and then you got to pick your stuff back up, bro, because nobody's coming to save you. You can't be soft. You can't be wallowing in your sorrow. You got 1 or 2 days. You got one weekend to be sad and cry, and then you got to move on because nobody's coming to save you. You're by yourself. And that's actually liberating. The day I figured out that I'm all I have was the day I decided to change everything. That's the day I made the best decisions to push myself forward. Last thing I'm going to leave you with is you got to treat yourself like a millionaire. A lot of people don't realize, but the more money you get is the less disrespect you tolerate. A millionaire doesn't have time to tolerate a bunch of nonsense because he's too busy. He has too many options. He has abundance. So you need to try to find ways, find little mental tricks to treat yourself that way. Sit there and think, would the millionaire version of me tolerate this behavior? Would the millionaire version of me allow her to talk to me like that? Would the millionaire version of me allow her to go on girls' trips, to go on a girls' nights out, to not tell me where she's at, to not text me back for 5, 6, 7 hours, to text me the next day? Would the millionaire version of me continue to chase her? If he wouldn't, then you need to stop doing it now because you're on your way. You're gonna be a millionaire, right? You want something for yourself, right? You're chasing success, right? So just act like you're already there. Treat yourself like you're already in that position, and life will work out a lot better for you. When you create that reality, it becomes your reality. You step right into it. Talk to you guys next time.